Good evening. Welcome back to Discovering Truth. I was watching The Chosen and season 3, episode 4 or 5. I can't remember which one. But anyway, I'm watching it and they went over the section in Mark 5 where it speaks of the woman who had the issue of blood for 12 years. And it also speaks of Jarius' daughter that was dying and Yahushua Jesus healed her. So I have a theory about that, only going from Scripture. And so I just want to throw that out there, see what people think. Nothing in Scripture is there by accident. It's all there on purpose, every single word. And so when there are similar words given, we need to, or words that seem out of place, we need to look at them and find out what's he trying to tell us. You need to piece things together. Now, because it's not directly, I can't just say this is 100% fact, but I think that we can make inferences based on the things that are written. So I'm going to read Mark 5, and I will give a little bit of interpretation as I do it. I'll start in verse 22. It says, "And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jarius by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. And Yahushua Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. And a certain woman, which had an issue of blood 12 years. So the whole situation is Jace's daughter, and then all of a sudden they throw this woman with the issue of blood. Why throw that in the middle? There's a reason for it, I believe. Verse 26. And had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Yahushua Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment." Now the garment she's talking about is the tzitzits, okay? It's these here, this right here. It's a thread that's spoken of in the book of Numbers, I believe. And it says that to wear those because they will remind us of the commandments. Now why would the lady think that if she just touched those, she would be healed? The reason why she believed that was in Malachi 4, verse 2. It says, "But for you who revere my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings." Just what Google says is it's a prophetic symbolic reference to the Messiah bringing spiritual, emotional, and physical restoration. So the healing in his wings is the healing from his tzitzits. That's hard to say. So that's why she knew, is because she knew that scripture from Malachi. All right, so reading on. And for she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Yahushua Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, Who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and sayest thou, Who touched me? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. And the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done to her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole in thy plague. So now, this woman says she had an issue of blood for 12 years. Okay? All right. Verse 35. While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? As soon as Yahushua Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he saith unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And he cometh, and by the way, James in the Bible is not James, it's actually Jacob. Um, it's misinterpreted. Look at the Greek and Hebrew, and you'll find that out. Anyway, verse 38. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the Talmud, and them that wept and wailing greatly. And when he was come in, he saith unto them, Why make ye this ado, and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel. This is the first time the mother is ever mentioned in this scenario. And them that were with him, and entereth in where the damsel was lying. And he took the damsel by the hand, and said unto her, Talitha cumi, which is, being interpreted, Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was the age of 12 years. And they were astonished with a great astonishment. And he charged them straightway that no man should know it, and commanded that something should be given her to eat. So here's my theory. Jarius was married to the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years. When she gave birth 12 years ago to this little girl, that's what caused her issue of blood. 12 years she was separated from them and couldn't be with them because of the issue of blood, because of the laws for purity. After she was healed, she is now able to go home. So now she could go be with her husband, Jarius, and her daughter that just got healed. I don't think it's a coincidence that the girl's 12 years old and the woman had the issue for 12 years. I don't think it's a coincidence that that the two stories were put together and talked about in the same chapter. I think these things are done on purpose. I think it's very pointed to have them put together so that we will put them together and realize that Yahushua Jesus did not just heal a little girl. He did not just heal a woman. He brought a family back together at the same time. That's what he does. He brings relationships back together. He brings families back together. He brings people to truth. So that's all I wanted to share. Again, this is my theory. It's not directly written, but I think it stands up. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, share the show, leave a comment, and be blessed and have a blessed night.